Now let's go and hit on the cameras. Now, as stated before, this iPhone XR has a single, camera lens, the wide-angle lens. The Samsung Galaxy S21, on the other hand, has that triple camera setup, wide-angle lens, telephoto lens, and an ultra-wide sensor. In terms of the UIs on both, you can see pretty much the same setup as stated before. You can do 4K at 60 on the back of the iPhone XR, but only 1080p at 60 on the front of the iPhone XR. The Samsung Galaxy S21 can do 8K on the back and 4K at 60 on the front, so that's a pretty big thing to keep in mind. Now on the iPhone XR's camera, as always, as I've stated before, I've pretty much said from the beginning that this camera was really, really good. The software was really good as well. I think it takes photos on time and everything, and don't really have too many complaints there. I think the main issue that I have with this camera is the lack of additional sensor. Even if it had a telephoto lens, it would have been way better. But the fact that it only has one sensor does kind of demean what this phone could have been. The iPhone 11 did it right. If this thing had that type of camera, it would have been timeless in so many different ways. But it does kind of lack in that single sensor. But that single sensor does a pretty good job at the end of the day. But I still think the Galaxy S21 is better. A phone like the Samsung Galaxy S21, you're going to be getting, I don't know what the heck just happened, you're going to be getting a much better camera setup, not even in terms of the quality, but in terms of the features, the video resolutions. But on top of that, the multiple sensors. You're going to have more sensors you can mess with on the Samsung Galaxy S21 than on the iPhone XR. So that is for sure a super important thing to keep in mind. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but I do think it is something that if you're going to go ahead and pick up one phone over the other, it's a pretty important thing to keep in mind. So in terms of the cameras, that pretty much covers it up.